It's 7:01. I missed it by a couple of seconds. That's okay. We had to feed the boy, and he did good eating today. So we always will take the time to do that. Let me get this out to the sliders and the rest of the folks. There's the live. Oops. Why does it do that? Why do I keep doing that? Oh, so annoying. Okay, copy that one. Let's get it out to the slider friends. There we go. Yep, there it is. Okay, and then we'll get it out to the Facebookers. Wait, what happened? Where's the Facebook? There it is. Okay, what's on your mind? Join us for another live old-timey slideshow over on YouTube. There we go. Post, and let's go there, and show's about to start over on YouTube. And next, and post. There we go. Okay. Well, there you go. How about that? Look at you, Christy, jumping in early, getting ready for the shower, I assume. All right. Rightio. Let's see here. Let's make sure I got my chat thing open so I can see you guys. I think I saw Jake in there. Did I see Jake? Why is my chat way down there? I can't get to it now. Oh, Nige, watch your head. Ay, ay, ay. That boy. That boy. Gonna just knock himself out one day. Okay, well, hello, Jake. Hello, Christy. Good to see you both. Happy Tuesday and the start of the very, very long weekend for me. Woohoo! No, I don't think I'm working Friday now, evidently. I think that's a holiday for the non, thank you both for a card. Philip was so pleased that you mentioned him. I remembered him, and he's feeling much better. Staples out today. Excellent. Excellent. Good news, good news. Okay. Well, that is good to hear. So yes, Tuesday, and yeah, I did. I had work today. It wasn't too bad. It was nice and calm. Got some stuff done, but not the usual pressure cooker that we had. And Stephen Fisher and his family, and the boys went to the NOLA Bowl, evidently. They're on the field at the Superdome, which is very cool. Let's see, we have a very big birthday today for my good friend, Mr. Bruce Terrace. And I actually chatted with him today. It's been way too long since I talked with him directly. We text a lot, but had a nice chat with him, and he's doing well in Vegas. He's got a show coming out, Jake. You'll be happy to hear he's got a show coming out in March. I think I can't remember if it's HBO or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we saw some video clips from Alan Stein, sent us some info over from London, which was very neat to see. And yeah, it was a good day. But wait, there's more. Not only did we get, yesterday we got our first win of the season, our first win in a while, I guess, that new car charger thing that it's a dash attachment so you can put your phone on magnetic connection for the phone to charge, and so you don't have to have you can have hands-free. So we got that in the mail yesterday. We also got 2 new wins today that Jake doesn't know about yet. They're small-ish, but I think very cool. One of them is a nifty new little speaker that looks really cool, like a cool design and this whole thing. From a Scandinavian company, if I'm not mistaken. And what was the other thing? Oh, and you'll like this one, Jake. It will help. It's a bunch of like spongy cord management things. And Jake saw a movie yesterday. Oh, a movie yesterday. Oh, right. That's right. She saw some animals at the farm there. But yeah, I got these little mini bungee cord things to help with cord management, which is I'm desperately in need of. So yeah, that was a good win as well. And they just keep coming in. I'm telling you, 'tis the season. I've been entering like a lunatic, and we're getting some payoff. So anyway, that's that. Now let's get to the show. Tonight is a Drew's Day Tuesday. We've already taken care of the garbage, well ahead of the game here. Nige had 2 big meals today. He's doing well. And it was a very, very lazy day for him. I got a little nervous because he didn't eat until like 2 or 3, but then he ate his whole thing for breakfast and he just finished his dinner. So it's a good day for the Nuge. And yeah, I think that's it. So like I said, it is a Drew's Day Tuesday with Marv and the gang, and we're finishing off the 53. All the slides from 53 are now done. We only have the 52s left, and everything beyond that is 90s and beyond. So I'm going to parcel out the 50s, the last of the 50s for the next 2 or 3 weeks, and then I think, unless there's great, I'm going to go through and pull out the best of the best and make sure we see them all. But I think any of that other filler stuff is going to go away, and we will bring out one of the new collections. And Schmitty, I think, is in the same boat. So we'll have some new stuff for the new year, I think, at least within a couple months of the new year. Whew. Okay, you're all up to date. So there we go. Oh, and I'm going to I got invited to a lovely Christmas Eve dinner tomorrow night with our friend Jillian and Nadine. So that should be lovely. And Matthew, and they invited Solomon. So hopefully I'll get to see all those folks tomorrow. That's going to be great. I'm very excited. All right. With that, my friends, let's get to the show here. Hi there. Good to see you guys, you two, and whoever else joined us, maybe Margie. Welcome to the Old-Timey Slideshow, brought to you by OPS Other People's Slides. I am still and always your host, Judd, right here solo, except for the Nuge, who just can't figure out how to sit down when there's a blanket in the way. He's a very strange boy. And here in the secret LA bunker solo, Jake is out in the hinterlands with the fam. And with that, my friends, let's start the show.
Just when you were thinking there's much more we should be drinking, comes the master of disaster with a bunch of slides. Who's other people's slides? Wait, really? Yeah, other people's slides.
Oh my, indeed. Here we go. Let's turn the beat around for OPS live on YouTube. Very exciting. Zooming in. Yes, there we go. And it is in fact a Tuesday, Drew's Day with Marv Drew. And away we go, my friends. Here we go. Starting out in the last of the, I think, well, not quite the last of, but mostly the last of the '06 collection. Here is some great shots of, this is Bryce Canyon National Park and the Mossy Cave Trail, which actually looks to be a little bit of a river there. And some really cool standing rocks or whatever you have it up there on the top. Super cool. Great color on this one. I hope you're getting that. Interesting. Let's see, that is Zion National, no, sorry, that's Bryce Canyon National Park. Here is Zion National Park. And we've seen this one before. This is, I believe they call this the checkerboard, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see, now we're coming back for the wedding. Here is, so this is the younger son, Sam, and his lovely bride, Steph. And this is the wedding party for Sam and Steph's wedding. All the folks lined up here. I recognize a few, so obviously that is Steph. I believe that's her dad. This is Kenny, brother Ken. That's Pat. I believe this is Ken's father-in-law, I think. And I believe this is Peter, who's Ken's older son. And then I think that's all the folks. Oh, and Pat, yeah, it said Pat, of course, right there. And then here is Sam and Steph just after getting hitched. So that is the bride and the groom. Looking terrific. I like the purple shirts and the kind of matching purple. It's a good purple motif. Lavender, maybe? I don't know. So that's Sam and Steph hitched in '06, which means they're coming up on their 20-year anniversary. If they're still together, let's hope they are. That'd be great if they are, and if they are, congrats. Here is Sam and the fam. So that's young Sam. Here's Marv, of course, looking good with his flat top as usual. And Pat, that is Ken, the oldest son. I believe that is Lisa, I'm guessing, of Ken and Lisa fame. Son Sam got married, the younger, and Peter, the older one. And again, this is just a guess, but that would be, I'm guessing, Lisa's father, I think. Let's see, then we have, now we're going, I guess they went, I don't know if this is their honeymoon or if just after this, Pat and Marv went on a safari. So here is, this is a great shot. This is the guide with his very impressive rifle, shotgun or whatever that is, showing off some elephant dung to the gals. Not sure why he would do that, but there you go. It's a stinky job, but somebody's got to do it, I guess. Next up, we've got some giraffe and impala hanging out together. Safety in numbers, I guess. Oh, there's another one way back there I didn't see before. Some giraffe and some impala. Next up, we have a Cape buffalo, evidently, and some birds for Kim. Oh, wow, yeah, they're hitching a ride. It's interesting that they're only hanging out on this guy. I wonder why that is. So there you go, Cape buffalo, or what was the other thing these were called? Was that water buffalo? Is that the same thing? I can't remember. The one that has the part in the middle is one thing, and then there's another one that has just horns. I forget what those are. Maybe those are the water buffalo. I don't remember. Next up is an elefante, or some elefante. Oh, nice, a little baby guy too. And Big Daddy here protecting. Actually, that maybe not Daddy. Maybe that's Dad. That's a big guy right there. Yeah, I'd be a little nervous if that elephant started coming at you. Next up, big kitty for Janet. It's a leopard and supposedly a cub, but I don't see the cub anywhere. Let me just look again. I was looking at cow dung a few hours ago on the pasture walk. We have a cow who really goes overboard. You can always tell. Big girl. Wow. Yeah, that's one of those things that I have not had the pleasure of dealing with in the last, let's call it 40 plus years, I imagine. That's very funny. Big girl. I love it. Yeah, so it said on the slide, it said, on the description book, it said leopard and a cub, but I don't see the cub. Maybe she's very well hidden. All right, next is Cape Town. So, oh, now we're in '02. So that was the end of '06 right here. Going to 2002, and here is Cape Town, which is what, South Africa, right? Cape Town, and early morning on the boat with Marv. Cape Town in the background there. Super cool. And then here's the same with Pat. They got up early for this shot. Sunrise, I guess we'll say for that one. Next up here, we're going up the tram to Table Mountain. Wow, that's impressive. I'm assuming that tram is on its way down. Well, no, maybe not. I don't see that. There's no other track for them to be on. Maybe we are just behind those guys going up. How do you get down, though? That's weird. Anyway, super cool shot. It's the tram. Here is the view of the city from Table Mountain. Look at that. That is pretty cool. Listening from the shower. All right. We will not do the same. We will not listen to you in the shower. That would be creepy. So yeah, I guess that is Cape Town and the harbor there. I thought I had a name for that harbor. I do not. And then here's another view of the city, other direction. There you go. The edge of the city and that little spiky mountain there. I'm not sure what that one's called. Okay. And now, still in '02, here's the Huguenots Memorial. Love the Huguenots. There you go. I can't remember who the Huguenots were, but I remember learning about them in junior high, and yeah, I always like that word, the Huguenots. Here is a closer shot of the Huguenot Memorial. There they are. She's on top of the world, Ma. Interesting how blown out this is. I really wish they would give me control over the camera, because it looks very blown out to me. And then if I go in, then the color gets corrected. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so that's the memorial. Here's the lily pad that we just saw. Lily pads in the pond right in front of that memorial. Again, the color is a little wonky here to right about there. So that's the color it should be. And for whatever reason, this will not lock in and overcorrects when I go out like that. That's a bummer. Okay. Anyway, now that's the Huguenots Memorial. Here, still in '02, we are going to, I believe it's called Luderitz in Nambia. And this is an old diamond mine. Oh, no. Please tell me I didn't just do that. Did I just lose audio? Please tell me I didn't do it accidentally. Oh, I'm going to be so annoyed. I'm hoping I did not lose audio just now. I'm going to be so annoyed. Nope. I think I'm back. Whew. Okay. All right. I'm not annoyed. I'm thrilled. I accidentally pressed the wrong button, but it didn't affect the show. I don't think. Let's just confirm. Yep. Okay, good. Whew. That was close. All right. Sorry, where am I? I'm at the Luderitz Nambia Old Diamond Mine at Klemanskop. Klomanskop. Klemanskop. That looks like... actually, you know what that looks like? That looks like in the beginning of one of the later Mission Impossibles, either the most recent one or the one right before it. There was that scene where he's going after the Rebecca Ferguson character. She was doing her sniping from a building that looked like this. I would bet $1 that that's where they filmed that. Interesting. All right, moving on. Here is still O2. Here's some camels as seen from the bus ride. That's kind of cool. Just moping along the desert there. And here are the last of the O2 shots for today. It's sunset in the Atlanta for Mike. In the Atlantic for Mike and Felicia. Nice. There you go. Look at that. That is a fine sunset. Let me actually zoom in and get the correct coloring right about there. Yeah, that's what it should look like. Yeah, that's a great looking sunset right there for Mike and Felicia. Okay. And now, that was, what did I say that was? That was the last of the O2s. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to 1997. And I guess we did a New Zealand trip. Here is some sheep in Middlemarch, New Zealand. Lots of sheep and lots of land. Holy cow. So there's all the sheep doing their thing. That's 97. Next up is Otago Harbor. And here's pals Pat and Joan, of course. Pat and their traveling companion Joan. Bill and Joan used to hang out with them all the time. That is, again, somewhere in New Zealand, Otago Harbor. Here is a place called Milford Sound. Milford Sound with Pat and Marv together in New Zealand. Looking good, 97. Let's see, next up is, oh, this is Mitre Peak, M-I-T-R-E, Mitre Peak. And there's Pat enjoying Mitre Peak in the background there. The boat is docked. I guess they're having lunch somewhere. By the way, I learned a very, very important lesson I'm going to impart to everybody. You don't quite see it in this scene, but let's say there was a rope tied off from here to the boat. A rope, not a chain. Well, I guess a chain too, but specifically a rope. You never want to be directly in the path of said rope. Like if the rope were from here to here, you do not want to be anywhere along that line on the boat or on the ground. Because if said rope snaps, it snaps with like hundreds of thousands of pounds of force and it rips people's limbs off. They don't even have to be touching the rope. If they're in that path, they can get limbs severed and or, unalived, as they like us to say, instead of the D word. So yeah, just a little boating tip from your friendly. And by the way, the same thing happens at massive tug of wars. So don't get involved in a tug of war with a thinner kind of rope. Make sure it's a very heavy rope that's not going to snap. Because yeah, that'll happen. Just saying. I went down a rabbit hole the other night. That's why I know. Next up, so this is Mitre Peak with Pat. Here is Christ Church, New Zealand, and the church at Christ Church, New Zealand. We've seen this one before. It's kind of on a big square somewhere. What does that sign say, I wonder? Let's try and find out. Oops, hold on. Daily service, something service this Sunday, 7 p.m. Something with a D, maybe? D-A. Jazz service? I don't know. Anyway, super cool building. Very impressive. That's Christchurch, New Zealand. Next up, this is Larnac Castle, and an excellent framing job by Milt. Or Pat, I don't know who took the shot actually, but excellent framing within the, what would you call that? Lattice, not lattice work. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. It's the thing where the garden grows over and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's Larnac Castle. Next up, 1997, still here back in Milford Sound. And some just great scenery there, some snow for Jake in the mountains. And that's the Milford Sound, New Zealand ferry, I guess, in front of us there. Next up is more of the Mitre Peak again. Nice. That's a really cool looking slide there. Like it. And back to Milford Sound with a Marv shot here. There he is, looking sharp. Looks like he's inside on the boat this time. With the, oh, maybe that is outside also. No, it's I think that's open. That is a damn handsome man, I gotta tell you. All right, so that's Marv, Milford Sound 97, and then here is a shot of some random black swan, and the young black swan, and that would be some birds for Kim right there. All right, now we're going to the last 5 from 1953, and we're going to start at the Sacré-Cœur in the very far distance there, in the center of Paris, from the Eiffel Tower. So we're looking down from the Eiffel Tower towards the Sacré-Cœur over here, and Paris in between. That's 1953, again, just so we're clear. We're looking northeast, evidently. Next up, of course, you can't go to Paris without the Arc de Triomphe from Avenue Foch, F-O-C-H, I believe. Or Foch, I don't know how you pronounce it, but look at the great cars. Look at these beasts, like this is a limo. That looks like an official something vehicle. It's got a flag on the front, but I think that's a limo. I mean, look at the monstrosity cars here. 1953. Here is, I got out of the shower because apparently you couldn't hear me yelling, trellis. Trellis, thank you. Yes, trellis is correct. That was the word I was looking for. I apologize for making you yell in the shower. That's very funny. Yes, so Arc de Triomphe, and then now we are looking up at the Eiffel Tower from this great shot. Look at that. Excellent, excellent shot by Marv there. And you know, I'm gonna throw a little knowledge at you. I think the reason that this is such a good shot, and why most people wouldn't have this shot the exact same way, is most people would center the Eiffel Tower here, but Marv gave it a little breathing room, and he put it on the other third. In theory, you're supposed to break your planes into thirds, so this would be the lower third here, which is well used, and upper third up here. A little harder to define that, but the other third is this way and this way, so it gives you some clear space here, and then brings your focus that way. Great shot. And then here's the reversal shot looking down. Hold on to your hats, Jake. Now this one he did center, but it is still a good shot. Yeah, how about that? Looking down from the Tower Eiffel. 1953, so crazy. All right, now down. Oh, now we're back at the Arc de Triomphe, as seen from Avenue de la Armée, and a young and handsome Marv right there, 1953, which means Marv would have been in 1953. Marv would have been, wait, 53. Okay, so he would have been 24, I believe, there. Is that right? He was born in 1929. 53 minus 29. Yeah, I think that's right, 24. And looking sharp. good looking suit. Great looking street. I mean, that is a really cool picture. Love it. All right, so that is the end of the 1953 shots. So that's a good one to end on. Now we've got a few from 1952. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought we had 5, but we have 4 evidently, or maybe I'm missing one. We shall see. Here we go. 1952, and we are in, I believe, Yosemite. No, sorry, Yellowstone, and this is the Ledge Geyser, or maybe the Jet Geyser. Oh, and this is the problem. I think this is supposed to be. There's 2 of the Ledge Geyser, ledge instead of lead, and I believe there's another one of these. That's a pretty good geyser. Good rainbow there too. Yeah, same one. Okay, that's what I was missing. I didn't add a second line of that one. All caught up now. There we go. Now there will be 5. So yes, that's another shot of the Ledge Geyser with another great rainbow. Yeah, super cool. And here is the Emerald Pool. Wow. Yeah, you can't quite see it here, but that's still pretty impressive green. That's why, thus the Emerald Pool. I think my cousin Scott, excuse me, my cousin Scotty has a really great shot of the Emerald Pool from above, if I'm not mistaken. Good shadow here, by the way. That's probably Pat, if I had to guess. That's 52. Emerald Pool there. Next up is the Riverside Geyser, I believe. There you go, and another great rainbow. Wow, these are really good. I gotta tell you, these are excellent geyser shots. Like full, decent stop motion, the whole bit. It's excellent work, Marv. Very impressive. And one last one from 1952. Here's the Riverside Geyser. Again, spewing. A smaller rainbow down here at the bottom. Oh, sorry, wait. There you go. Now you see it. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a good rainbow there too. Wow, I'll tell you what, it really picks up the rainbows well here. Like that doesn't show quite as well on the camera here. I mean, on the projector here. It's pulling it out in the iPhone. That's impressive. All right, so now that gives us our close-up on the Art Shaw collection here for our interstitial, which this time is a longer away view of that trunk. We saw the latch from, or the hinge from yesterday, and I believe we have some more stuff from it in the coming days, including some of these patterns. I think you get to see some of those close up somewhere down there. So that's the Art Shaw interstitial. All right, we go to another episode of the William Ritzie collection. This one is a short film from 1960. This is number 29, and this is young Billy's birthday in September of 1960. And with that, my friends, and some Ellen Stein music, if I can get that going. Come on. Come on. With that, my friends, let's go to the movies. There you go. There's Billy and the boys. Oh wait, let's do that. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. Thank you, Alan. Okay. Yeah. So 1960, young Billy and the boys playing with the candles, as they will do. Oh, that's not. Sorry, that's not a boy. That's probably sister. Was it Linda? Yeah, I can't remember the girl's name. Lisa. William. Something with an L. Oh, nice. They've got little action figures on there as well. and he gets to he gets to eat the frosting off their feet. That was always a good treat. Yeah, so that's yes, cake for Lolo. Good call. Oh, and we'll see if you can say guys are intermish. Nice, Christy getting the intermish calls going pretty well there. Thank you. All right, so that must be Mother Ritzy. Oh, look at that. Some fine tea. Or punch. Maybe it's punch. I don't know. Cake. She's very cute. More cake, more cake. Oh yeah, he's digging it. I wonder if it's ice cream cake or if it's just cake. Hard to tell. He's very happy though. He's a handsome young man. Got the hair high and tight as always, right? He's also giving us a bit of a stink eye. Oh, Kool-Aid, that could be, yeah, good call. Oh yeah, there you go. Literally, for the Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. Wow, Mrs. Ritzy is lovely. Assuming that's Mrs. Ritzy, but yeah. She's just lovely. More cake. Okay. Well, that was fun. That was a lovely birthday. I don't know what we didn't count the candles. I guess there were too many action figures in the way there. But I would have said, what do you think? He was probably about 8, something like that. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Another lovely ritzy film. Thank you, courtesy, of course, of our good friend, Mr. Charles Phoenix. Yeah, so I think that is going to do it for us tonight. Yeah, that's our Tuesday show. We have Wide Open Wednesday tomorrow, one off Wednesday. I'll be pulling in a bunch of random collections to, just to pepper them in there. And then I've got an early dinner, so I'll do that after the dinner, and then, or late lunch, whatever we were calling it. And then I'll have the time with you guys tomorrow. That's Christmas Eve. And then the next day is Christmas. And we'll have a little Christmas party here. And by Christmas party, I mean me and Nige and Riva. And you guys. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. Wow, that is really weirdly zoomed in compared to what I'm showing over here. Is that always cut off like that? That's very interesting. Wow. Oh, man, that's okay. I didn't realize I'm way too close in for most of the show then. Good to know. All right. Live and learn. I'm showing way more headroom on the direct buy, but all right, doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. So that's going to do it for us tonight, my friends. We will see you guys tomorrow, same slide time, same slide channel. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. And good night.